What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer, and we have even more teasers. So let's talk about that for a moment here. So the newest teaser, in my opinion, is probably the last teaser we're gonna get before they actually release a trailer. But obviously that's still speculation on my part. But it's like a little more theatrical than the others they've released. So. This one shows Lil Bone walking through this area here. However, when he walks past the mage, instead of this guy being next to her, there is another portal mirror type thing where it's like an NPC and he's next to a big black mirror, which has always been teased as the hard mode entryway since they released it back in November of last year. So. We've known about this mirror for a while. However, they're officially showing it, and like I said, it's a little more theatrical. This one, they actually released a proper video of on their YouTube channel. So to me, that shows that they're done with their teasers. This is probably the last one. It's the only one they've been this formal about. And also, it's the 4th week of teasers. So a whole month of teasers. Kind of makes sense for this to be the natural endpoint for that. So I think that's what they're doing here. They're showing us the final teaser before we probably get a trailer and then a proper launch date. Or at least that's the hope. That's the copium. We all want to see it happen. We all want to know a little bit more. Very good teasers though overall. It was fun speculating about them, but I'm ready for a proper reveal, and I think we all are. So let's hope that happens. But that's all for now. I guess I can talk a little bit about what I think what everything up to this point could possibly mean. Though this isn't my own original thought, this is a thought from a friend, so I'm kind of stealing their thunder a little bit. But it's possible everything they've shown this far is the way that we get into hard mode. So maybe when we start the game up, we'll see the witch. And she's lying there, and she tells us that something has happened, and then we have to do a fetch quest of sorts, where we get the scroll, and we break some dark quartz boulders, and we maybe even, this is my biggest copium prediction of what we just saw, but maybe we even free a new NPC from a proper Act 5, because that new NPC that is next, he's in between the mage and the dark paladin guy. He's like in among all the NPCs we know already, who we freed before. So that kind of makes me think maybe potentially we also free him. And where else could we free him but Act 5, right? Though he could also be, you know, in the simple Act 5 we know already. But like, I don't know. You know, let a man dream. And so yeah, all of that could be alluding to like a prerequisite quest we have to go on before we can unlock hard mode itself. That was like something my friend brought up, and it makes sense to me. So potentially that's what happens, but I guess only time will tell. But I'm getting very excited even thinking about what all of this could mean. There's a lot to speculate on, and it's all very it's all getting closer and closer to where we actually hopefully will learn some true concrete information, and that's truly what we all want. So as far as speculation goes, that's all I've got, though. Only time will truly tell what this all means, but hopefully some of it, hopefully we were at least able to glean something from all of this. Who really knows, though? Maybe we're all just wrong. What if it's not hard mode at all, which is, like, I'm not going to entertain that. I'm pretty confident in this being a hard mode. Like, if it wasn't hard mode, that would be the truly shocking thing. Because hard mode is something that they've like very like directly referenced as a thing they're doing. They talked about it in the November like dev blog in 2021, and in that dev blog they showed some of the enemies that will be in hard mode, as well as the NPC we now saw in their most recent trailer. So it's hard mode. I know there were some people who were a little skeptical of that at first, but it definitely is. So yeah, that's really all there is to talk about in terms of the the teaser we just got. So let's talk about the game we're playing right now. We're playing 1.6 of Skul the Hero Slayer. And that's definitely also worth talking about. However, I'm not seeing anything inspiring here. I guess I'll just break a common. I was about to break the common item. I noticed we low rolled our doors. So maybe I should have broke the common item. But I don't know. I broke a common skull and got 5 bone shards. Probably a mistake though. Not that it matters too awful much. Like I said, I'm not really inspired by any of this right now. I guess we could do the run request of getting both Recruit and Gravedigger again. That's something I've done before. Though whenever I pick up the Gravedigger, in my heart of hearts, I'm hoping I find a Reaper. I would give anything to get my much sought after Reaper and Gravedigger run. I've been talking about it for like the entirety of 1.5 and 1.6 so far, and I've still never gotten it. So it's like, please game, just throw me a bone. I want that run so badly. We have 1.2k, so even if the shop is after this room, which I actually think it will be, we should be able to at least get something in the shop. Like, it's not all going to be a lost cause. So, yeah. Reaper and Gravedigger, it's my dream run, and I'm still dying to get it after all this time, and still no luck. And I'm hoping that will change maybe today. Who knows? However, all of these skulls are dog, dude. Give me something good. A mummy is at least something, but I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want it. Inner Flame's good. We already have Mutant on this. Not that we're going to stick with this item, more than likely. Also, I could maybe do an Arson run. So picking up Inner Flame is just kind of good. And I'll go ahead and get rid of this and pick up the Hate Stone. And I guess we'll commit to a magic run here. I'm a little far removed from a magic run. It's been a few episodes, so let's go ahead and do that at the very least. Though I guess we could also end up on the Recruit run, which would be a mixed run, more than likely. So I guess it's not necessarily a full magic run, but more than likely it will be magic centered at the very least, because we've done so many physical runs. Oh my god, all of these comments, I'm losing my mind. Please. You know what, I'll pick up a mage just in case we do end up on an Arson run. Though, we did use a mage recently, but it wasn't an Arson mage. And Arson is what the mage does, technically speaking. Though mage kind of ended up being more of a burst skull than actually representing the Arson inscription very well. It's not a bad representative of the Arson inscription. It just, mage does burst things very well. That's kind of the niche that the mage fell into. Pretty mediocre Act 1 though, and actually below mediocre. I would say that was a pretty bad Act 1, all things said. All the skulls I got were pretty much trash. I can do stuff with Gravedigger and Mage, but I was kind of hoping to see something a little more interesting. Though I think I'm just salty that I still have not seen the I still have to this day not seen the Reaper at the right time to get this dream run I'm always going on about. And I was hoping maybe this would be the time. Not that if we find it in Act 2, I'll still do it. Don't get me wrong. Beggars can't be choosers, so if I see it in Act 2, even in Act 3 maybe, like I would be willing to go far off of the path that I'm already on, even in Act 3, to potentially get this run going. I'm that desperate. Good Macbeths, by the way. Here's the thing about Yggdrasil and Gravedigger. It's actually really awkward to deal damage to Yggdrasil as the Gravedigger, because none of these summons can reach Yggdrasil. You have to summon them on the like little branches here, and that's not as easy to do as it looks. So that could have gone a lot worse, all things said. That went pretty well, so good stuff there. Let's see what's in the box. Anything good? That's good. That's really good with Gravedigger. It's not so. It's actually useless with the mage here, but we're not committed to the mage. I'm more committed to Gravedigger than I am the mage. So let's actually take the Infinite Bone. Just a fun item in general. I'm just a fan. What can I say? I like it. So if I like it, I'll take it. We'll be very powerful with Gravedigger, especially at Legendary. So get excited for that. Oh, also, if you've noticed, and I don't want to jinx anything, but my lag issues from the last episode are over because the Windows update is gone. Or gone, I say. It's installed. Bill Gates got his malware onto my computer. Thank you. I don't know why I'm directly blaming Bill Gates as if he's overseeing Windows update. But you know what? Who else am I going to blame? But yeah, you guys won't have to hear me complain about Windows update. At least this very moment I am. But you won't have to hear me do it after this for a long time. Hopefully. And eventually one day when I get a better computer and Windows update is no longer such a problem for me, you'll never have to hear me complain about it again. So yay. Or maybe I'll just do Linux before then. I don't know if Linux has insane intrusive software updates, but no, I know for a fact Windows did, and I can bet you Mac does it too. So I don't know. I feel trapped. And also, actually, I should stop talking. You guys don't want to hear me complain about Windows update. Just, you know what? It is what it is. Skull time. Is this our second door? Oh, come on. There's a NPC. There's someone alive. Oh, there they are. That's not too awful bad. But, I was going to say, is this our second door? I can't tell. If it is our second door, we could still potentially have low rolled, our doors. But I think maybe it's back to normal. Like, it's not a high roll, but it's not a low roll either. But I think I lost count too. It could still be a low roll. I have weird theories about the way doors work in Skul the Hero Slayer, where it's like if you low roll at the start of a run, it's a low roll for the entire run. But I'm pretty sure I'm wrong about that, but I'm not sure, man. It's so hard to get a good reading on Skul the Hero Slayer. It's such a quirky game. The more I play with this, and the more I envision where this build is going to end up, the less I want this mage. So I think I'm going to be looking to pivot away from it. One thing I might try and grab is a Kaboom bomber. Or I do have a Arson Frost Skull run request, I believe. Let's see. Gotta do the other direction. Froster Rider Arson from... Okay. This is a regular commenter, and I appreciate you immensely. But you know who you are before I even attempt to say your name. But I cannot pronounce this, so I apologize so much. It's French. Luc de Cerveau. If that's even slightly close, give me props, bro. Please. And also, oh, one from Nolan Murphy, too. Who is also Arson Frost. And Nut, too. Oh, my God. Arson Frost Skull. So 3? Okay, well, then I have to do this. I have to do this. 3 of y'all want this, so I gotta do it. I think I should really commit from here then. That many people asking for the same thing? Like, how could I say no? I guess I'll pick up the Stone Mask. It's a 30% boost to our money gain. So regardless of what... Oh, I see Ifrit up there at the last second. But I'm not a fan of Ifrit regardless. It's not a good quintessence. Which is sad to say, but it's true. Even if I had seen it in time, I don't think I would have taken it. I maybe would have considered it. Maybe just for the run. I don't know. I'm not a fan. Its radius is like super small. It doesn't do a lot of damage anymore. It used to before 1.5 came out. Before 1.5 came out, Ifrit was pretty good. Not anymore though. Also, sadly, we need a way to deal with AoE here. We need like a big AoE attack. I think that's one of the things we're struggling with right now in this run. I would even take like Thief Armor if it came to it. Also, did you see me stop that from falling into that crack and making me have to go down there, dude? Jeez. Oh, shit. Oh. Alright, we're ditching the Gravedigger too. It's Kaboom Bomber time. Alright, guys. This run is going to be potentially ridiculous. It's been a very long time since I've done Kaboom Bomber. And I know I have Kaboom Bomber run requests, so let me look at those here in a moment. Here's the thing about Bomber that's pretty interesting, is it actually can apply Arson to enemies it runs past. So if we can get a full Arson run going here, we can actually do some pretty cool stuff with this Bomber. But while Bomber is still at low rarity, it's going to be a little hard to use. Let me look for Bomber run requests in here. I know I have some. I know for a fact I do. This is from Dave and Storm. Explosion Mage Kaboom Bomber with Mage's Necklace. I don't think we can do that one this time. From Heron B, who is another regular, bomber with mutant and maybe bone, maximizing Kaboom uptime. Interesting. Ignite bomber with arson, so we can still get ignite. That's from B Basic Johanna's Fortunate R. B Basic Johanna's Unfortunate R. That's a mouthful. But thank you guys for your run requests, all of you. We're getting a lot potentially done here. I'll try and get ignite as my secondary ability, but there's no promise because I'm definitely not going to an ability swap reroll person with this Kaboom bomber. You have to pry Kaboom from my cold dead hands. And yeah, I'm keeping this. Oh, we got that was Infinite Bone doing some Infinite Bone things. Very interesting. Oh, it did it again. Beautiful. All right. That went very well. Could have gone a lot worse. Take the bones here. We're going to need lots of bone shards. And I'm going to upgrade Bomber first, so I get a better idea of where this Bomber is at. Hopefully Ignite. That is miniature bombs. Not Ignite, but I can do a lot of very interesting things with a run like this. Well, that was unfortunate. That was Infinite Bone doing Infinite Bone things again, and I wasn't able to take advantage of them. But you can do some cool stuff with like a bunch of miniature bombs lying around and Kaboom at the same time. Like this. That was Infinite Bone, allowing me to place 1,000,000 miniature bombs and then just blowing up with Kaboom. If we can get like Meta Bone or Mage's Necklace here, we can maybe even kind of fulfill the other runner quest that was on that list. Not fully though, because we don't have Mage. But there's stuff we can do. I don't know. Most people are willing to like compromise their run request if it just means the run is interesting. That's what I've found whenever I ask people if they like their run request. Usually I get a yes, like even if it wasn't exactly how they wanted it, you know? Because most people understand, like Skul is, you know, it's still a roguelike at the end of the day. It's kind of hard to get everything you want going at any given time. It's all RNG. So, especially if you have a double Skul run request, that's really, really hard to do. And it doesn't sound like it would be, but it is. That has Metacycle and Treasure, but I feel like I should be searching for Arson. But this will give me more money to give me the chance to look for more Arson, so I think it's worth it. This is... Oh, yeah. We definitely want items like this to make up for the loss of damage percent we're going to have committing to an Arson build. And we got Stone of the Air before the Liana Sisters. That's very good. This run is off to something interesting. This run could end up being very powerful. Just the right things need to happen at the right times. We definitely need to upgrade our Bomber to Legendary very quickly. And really, we need to upgrade this guy to a Unique too. He's very weak right now. He's not really contributing a lot to the run. Okay, that was a really good Bomber. Oh, Arson doing some good stuff, as you saw. Killing people on layers where I'm not at, which is very good. I mean, that's the whole point. Also, that's an early Berserker. Oh my god. That's an early Berserker, but I can't pivot from the magic. And also, like, I would have to give up the entire run we're on now to do the Berserker run, and that's just not feasible. And also, I don't want to do it. Berserker, I'm always asking him to show up early, and he did this time, but on a run where it's impractical for me to take it. That's just very unfortunate timing. Let's drop that there. Do that. Oh, look, it's a Harpy, and she's on time. Thank you, Harpy, for actually doing the right thing for once. Come with me. Alright, good stuff. That's just bone shards. We actually are getting close to being able to afford the legendary bomber. I was planning on upgrading my Frost Skull next, but if I can get legendary bomber moving into Act 3, you can bet your ass that I'm going to do that. Like, I would be a fool to not. What is happening? Do you see that? What on earth was that? Did you see that? There's like a silhouette of an enemy traveling with me. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in Skul. Like, ever. I'm actually very concerned about what just happened there. It was like it's like creepypasta shit, dude. Dude, it's Herobrine. He followed me into this game. Okay, so we didn't quite get there. I'm going to upgrade my Frost Skull then, which is probably for the best. Like, it will be more evenly powered if I just upgrade my second skull to unique. But it's a little disappointing to not get the legendary bomber before we get into Act 3 truly. Alright, it's Leona time. This is probably going to go very well. I have to get a little lucky with my infinite bone though. Oh, also apologies. I know I sound extremely stuffy. I'm sick. Again, I think I mentioned this in my last video. But yeah, I've just been sick for like pretty much a constant for like the last month. And it sucks. And also I need to concentrate a little bit here. I don't want to lose my life here. Okay. Oh god. And okay, good. Alright, sorry if I got a little quiet there. I just did not want to die to the first phase, though we still have to get through this one. Let's blow up there. It's going to do a lot. Try and keep our shield up. Okay, that was stupid. Yeah. Okay, let's stop being dumb. I'm playing a little fast and loose with it when I don't need to be. Also, I feel like we need to go a little bit into maybe Sub-Zero as well, because the freeze just feels like a debuff whenever it's at freeze 0. Like, we're not even at freeze 1 right now, or Sub-Zero 1, I should say. This just feels like a strict debuff on my run, because we're not getting any benefits, basically. Okay, we kept our life there. That's important. The reason we're so low on our life at all is because, for one, we have the rare Freeze Skull here, which, like I said, strict debuff. But also, I was just playing too fast and loose with it. We'll be more careful moving forward. We do have a Speed Skull, but the thing is like, only the Frost Skull will get the benefit from this, because you cannot basic attack with the... Wait, all this other stuff sucks. What is this chest, dude? Good lord. Fine, I'll take it, but oh my god. That's so bad. That's like one of the worst Leona chests I've ever seen. For a run like this. Also, oh, I never noticed the lights like this. It kind of like brightens up the place. This is like a very moody level. And I don't know how I never noticed the lights, but at the start there, it's like the only time that this zone is not like blue and purple. Every other second of this zone is just blue and purple. Not that it's actually... I like purple a lot as a color, and blue. But, I don't know, a little variety never hurt anyone. Oh, I was going to try and do the skip. Well, it's not a big deal. I'm better off not doing the skip. It's fun for me. Alright, so now you can see we have a little bit more oomph in our basic attacks. Let's go ahead and blow up. Things are suddenly feeling a little bit better. One thing I think I actually want, and this is a part of one of the runner quests, is I think I want Mutant, actually. Mutant seems like it's pretty good here. Swapping rapidly between these two skulls seems good. The more you can swap into Bomber, the better Bomber is. Because once you get to Legendary, there's no cooldown on your Kaboom skill. And obviously that's insane. Which is why the person requested potentially the bone inscription. The problem with me in particular with the bone inscription is I have my swap bound to my scroll wheel, which means I have no finesse over my swapping. I just kind of spam the scroll wheel whenever I want to swap. And that means I can't properly utilize the bone inscription. So that's a specific me problem. If you play like maybe with a controller or something and you are like able to finesse your or you just have a different control scheme than I do. But if you're able to finesse your swap button even slightly, bone's pretty good for you. But for me, it's not. It's bad. It's exclusively bad. Also, this is something we were asking for. I'll take it. But we are looking for Arson. Let's not get distracted here. There's Arson attached to basics, which is not ideal, but I'll still take it. And I think we'll consider that a done shop. Well, maybe I'll buy some food. Nah. I'd rather spend my money on pretty much anything. Like, I need to get stronger here. We're missing a lot of items. And we did low roll. Like, we've officially low rolled. So I need to keep that in mind. The problem with the, what's this item called? The Charred Jamadar. The problem with this item is, at least on this run, is I can't basic attack with my bomber. Don't know why I blinked on that, but I did. And I can't make use of that. Oh, what could this be? Oh, come on, Davey. Davey, you're just playing hard to get, buddy. Like, show up any other time, and you're very welcome to join me. But this is not the build for you, man. However, he did get me above the legendary threshold, so he did help. Like, he did contribute to the run. We will not forget his contributions, but he will not be joining me on the run. So, poor Davy Jones. You know, he's a great skull, don't get me wrong. But he's just not good for this build. We're doing all right in the money department, thanks pretty much exclusively to the power of the stone mask. It's such a good item, dude. I put an S tier. I figured that would rustle some feathers. Doesn't appear to have, really. But, I don't know. I think it's an S tier item, easy. Like, it's so good. Money gain is underrated in Skull, especially now that we don't have, what's it called, Miser anymore. So, yeah. Also, these fireballs kind of killing it, dude. They do fall off a little bit the further you get into the game, but for now, I'm loving it. Just drop these there, let the fireball do the work. And, oh my god. Oh my god, what are these power legendaries doing on this run? Was that 2 in a row? Watch this be a legendary natural as well. At this point, I wouldn't swap away from... oh, we have Bone? Oh. See ya. Hell no. I didn't even realize I had that. I forgot about the infinite bone. Well, easy come, easy go. Honestly, also we killed them through the priest's healing. That's really good. That's a great sign for this run. That was insane. We just obliterated those fools. I'll take a ice flower at this point. Why not, right? And we're gonna upgrade our bomber. Legendary bomber is just too big an upgrade to ignore. I mean, from this point on, our run is kind of into high gear. Legendary Frost Skull is good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not. However, the bomber is the true prize in terms of legendaries here. Just keep spamming our Kaboom. That's the whole point. Like, never stop swapping. Always spam Kaboom. This is like the only skull that people acknowledge is like a good swap skull for some reason. I'm always telling people, you know, you gotta build 2 skulls to legendary. You gotta swap as much as possible. People will acknowledge it with this skull, but only this skull. Which, in all fairness, this is like such an absurdly powerful swap skull that like it's kind of so far above the others that it's kind of insane. But still, y'all gotta you gotta learn eventually that I'm right. Okay, I'm right about these things. I know what I'm doing. I might end up swapping off of the abilities I have as my Frost Skull, because I think one of them is the ability that makes it to where like a ice wall appears and you can use your basics on it and like spawn a bunch of ice spikes. The problem with that ability, if that is that ability, is it we can't use it as our Frost Skull. So, and on one of our skulls it's completely useless. Now on the other one it's like, you know, fine. Like, it's a good Frost Skull ability on the right build, but just this ain't the build for it. Man, I'm actually really liking the miniature bombs. I'm not gonna lie. At first I was like trying to fulfill the run request of like the ignite, but I don't know, man. I feel like our run's better off like this. Even though it's sad that I'm not doing a run request, I'm enjoying it. We're almost done with our skull as well. It's kind of crazy. I could take the imps here. I might take the imps here, honestly. We'll see. What else is here? Arson, please. I'm passing a bunch of Sub-Zero stuff. I don't want it yet. If ever. I know I've already passed up the Solar Sword a few times. I think I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to ignore the imps. We do still need damage percent on this build, so it's like, maybe I can get a slime dupe and get the Argent Moon. But, we'll see. I mean, I'm pretty happy with a Lunar Ring regardless. Like, it's a good item. Did we get? Oh, I was hoping we would have gotten the, I was really hoping we would have gotten the other, int as well, but we didn't. Oh, yeah. This run's kind of going crazy now. I can't wait to see what it does to Chimera. And we're literally, I would say we would be profoundly unlucky if we get out of this room and we haven't built both of our skulls to legendary. Because, the odds of getting a common this late into the run are pretty low. Okay, it's at least a rare. All right, perfect. Perfect 100. If I don't take any more skull rooms, we're good. Like, we got the exact perfect amount of bone shards. Though I will say I'm probably still going to free the awakened one, or remaining one. I got that confused with Slay the Spire. But yeah, very good. We got really profoundly lucky with our our skull rooms, man. We got 2 natural legendaries back to back, and really a lot of uniques too at that. Like, it's been very good and very lucky. We're not gonna get to kill her before she jumps in the air like I was hoping, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And like, we still got plenty of room to grow in terms of power on this run. So it's like, and I can't complain regardless because that went super well. That might have been hitless. No, it probably wasn't. But it doesn't matter. I thought that was Cursed Live Embers for a second. On the low, this is all trash. I think I'll break a legendary. The boss chests have kind of sucked on this run. Doesn't really matter because the run is still crazy. But like, the boss chests have not been anything even slightly worth talking about. All right, now we're full of power. Is this what I think it is? Yes, it is. We're gonna look for an ability swap NPC and get rid of that because I just can't really use it as on Bomber. But maybe I'm not out as Bomber long enough for it to matter. I don't know. We'll see. Because we already passed by one ability swap NPC in the early game. So, like, the odds of us seeing another one are kind of low. Let's blow up there. Oh man, these abilities are on really long cooldowns. I have Mana Cycle too, don't I? Like, I know I have it. There's the halfling. We don't need her yet. I could maybe... No, the Infinite Bone's too good. I was about to say, maybe I could stand to get rid of that. But I don't think so. The Infinite Bones are very powerful with my miniature bombs. I think I have enough money to take a item room here. There's always a point. It's been a while since I brought this up, so I'll bring it up now. There's always a point of diminishing returns when it comes to items versus money rooms. Because every shop reroll costs a little bit more than the last. So there's always a point where you should ultimately decide to take item rooms instead of money rooms. If you already have enough money to refresh the shops to the limit of rerolls. So always keep that in mind whenever you're deciding which item rooms or which rooms to take. Generally speaking, money rooms are stronger than item rooms, but like I said, there is a point where they're no longer stronger. And we're kind of there. Also, if this is the remaining one, I'll be a little sad. It's not. Good. I'm actually hoping I don't see the remaining one, because I really want to keep this perfect amount of bone shards. The problem with not freeing the remaining one when I see him is if I don't, I could see him again. That is not useful, unfortunately. I'm a big fan of that item, but if it's not useful, I'm not going to take it. Of course, I'd be a fool. Any HP? Nope. Well, it is what it is. All right, shop time. What's this? We're almost to mana cycle 4. It doesn't help me though. Not really. Our bomber animations have no animation time. I guess it helps with this, but I don't think so. Get rid of what is the question. All of this is too good. In fact, we're probably going to be getting rid of some of our mana cycle like this. So let's not pick that up. No. Yes. In fact, see ya. You're gone. Oh wait, I almost passed this up. Hell no, dude. I would have been you guys would have been upset with me, and I would have not blamed you. Now we just have to figure out what to get rid of. Oh, actually, yeah, it's the stone mask. See ya, stone mask. You were great, but we don't need you anymore. No. And no. And we shouldn't refresh again, because if we do, we won't be able to afford it. And it's just less money in the next shop, so let's not do that. Let's just move along. Save our money. I mean, we're pretty good at this point. We don't need to refresh. Though it would have been interesting to see if we could find... Oh, look, and there's the... Okay, I'm really glad I didn't refresh then. Very good for me, actually, because now we can afford that without any problems. Oh. Oh. Here's the thing. With the bone of swiftness, it wasn't worth it, but the thing is, the bone debuff isn't as bad on this run because we can just use it to because like whenever you swap out of bomber, it's a kaboom regardless. So we can actually just kind of use our swap as a sub kaboom. So actually the bone inscription on this run in particular isn't as bad as it is on other runs. If it ends up being a problem though, I will get rid of it because I'm not letting this run be jeopardized by anything stupid, you know? Like this run has potential, man. And I do not want it to be jeopardized by anything dumb. We have it activated now. I'm not going to swap. Actually, well, hang on. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Okay, I gotta get rid of Infinite Bone then. I have to. Even though it's powerful with miniature bombs, it's not powerful with anything else, necessarily. This is a hard decision. Both of these are really good. But I can't have Bone on this run ruining my run. It's gotta be this. It's not an easy decision to make, but I just can't afford to carry that around. And it's a me problem. I know it is, but I also can't swap away. I can't like ever change my controls because I'm just so used to them. And also, like a swap on scroll wheel has its problems, obviously, but it's also extremely OP to have all of your controls that close together. My brain can focus more on the gameplay than it would be otherwise if I had all of the controls spaced out. So, you know, obviously on this run in particular, it had its problems, but most, like 90% of runs, the bone inscription will never even come onto my runs because I never carry more than one bone. And if it does, like, it's not as big of a deal. But on this run in particular, I thought for a moment that the Kaboom triggered on swap, but then I was like, wait, that's not true. It's just like the meter fills out and then it forces you to swap. But Kaboom is tied to the meter. So we would be missing Kabooms. And that's just not something I can handle. Like, we cannot allow that. The only really sad loss here is no more miniature bomb spam. At least not in the capacity we were before. This is very burst heavy, huh? We could also stand to get rid of the, what's it called? The Mage's Necklace now, too. Because we don't need ability spam really at all. Which, oh, dude, that makes me regret getting rid of the infinite bone. I would get rid of Bone of Mana now with that knowledge. If I just thought about it a little bit more. Well, that is very unfortunate. I hope I get infinite bone back, honestly. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the run's still good, but it's lost some of its oomph now that we can't spam miniature bombs. Like, I could totally see myself keeping the Mage's Necklace and keeping that power and taking miniature bomb or taking infinite bone and kind of piling onto the power of ability spam. I think that's where a lot of my power was actually coming from. I mean, we're still very clearly powerful, but we're more burst heavy. Like, that's when we're not bursting, we're not doing a lot of damage, and that's a problem. That's not useful to me. I should be taking money rooms here. We don't have enough money to make this shop incredible. So, you know, using the rules I mentioned earlier, it's just better for now for me to be taking item rooms. Or money rooms, I mean. Also, we still need Arson 4 as well. If we can get Arson 4, this run will start popping off as well. Especially if I can get living embers. That would be very good. I hope the shop isn't next. That's all I can say. Okay, it's not good. We also haven't seen the remaining one yet, so we still haven't gotten to the point to where we can go over our perfect 200 bone shards. And that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing in Skul the Hero Slayer. Imps! I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it, and I'm doing it for the Quint, because I'd much rather have these than the ice flowers. Let's go down. Am I going to play the game? Maybe a little. If he sees me, I'm done. Okay, we're still playing. It's like, I only have so much patience for this. If one of the... oh, okay, he saw me. Well, maybe I'm done then. Like I said, I only have so much patience. Oh, he saw me too. Okay, well, in that case, we're super done. And like, as you can see, they're not exactly threatening. If I'm playing it, it's mostly just because, like, I'm a little worried about my HP total. But, like, they're not threatening. Did that miss him? Oh my god, you gotta be joking. Come up here. Oh, he's done for. Oh no! I shouldn't have picked that up, actually. I don't know if that breaks automatically on leaving a room. See me. Thank you. There we go, good stuff. We still need Mutant, by the way. If I can get Mutant, this run will pop off much more than it is right now, actually. Maybe that's what I should be going for instead of trying to get my my Infinite Bone back. I think Mutant sends us run into the Stratosphere in a different way. And maybe a better way than we even have been to this point. There we go, good stuff. Oh my god, I keep accidentally picking up the urns. It's not a big deal, it's just like my perfect 0 bone shards is ruined now. Not a problem, just I miss it. Like I miss the exact perfect amount of bone shards we had. Also, the imps are a little, I would say, inconsistent, but they're cute and we like them, and they're always good vibes on our run. So like, we got our little buddies here now. Check them out. They're jumping around, having a good time. They're very happy, and that makes me happy, frankly. I don't know about y'all. Also, very good item here, the Chest of Flames. If I passed this up before, I don't think I did, but I may have. But pretty much one of the best items in the Arson inscription, because it does have artifact on it as well, and you definitely want that. So beautiful pickup there. Very happy to see it. Still looking for Cursed Live Embers. Please. This is good. Oh, that's Mutant. Oh, absolutely beautiful. That is perfect. And we can get rid of this at this point. We can very safely from here swap off of the... Oh, no, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm a little worried about my HP total now, but I don't want to get rid of anything here. Oh, wait a second. I can get rid of something artifact, actually, if I want. Artifact, artifact, artifact. We still haven't seen the slime, so I'm not going to do that. Because what if he shows up and we dupe our, one of our good, like, I don't know, what if we dupe the lunar ring or something, you know? Like, how am I going to pass up the opportunity for that? And now we're actually doing the run request. We hadn't been doing it to this point with the, all the people who wanted to see, the Arson free skull. And here it is. We're on it now. So good stuff. I'm actually doing the thing. I'm doing the thing, guys. Hope you're happy. It's a very good run. Like, people like the contradiction. Also, there's the halfling. So I'm actually saved in terms of my HP total. Let's dodge out the way there, because he actually hits you with that third one if you're standing in the corner. Oh, come on. Freaking Raven Monarch Feather putting these guys up on that ledge. How dare you, Raven Monarch Feather? I trusted you, and you betrayed me. That's not nice. But now, we can swap a lot more often, and our swaps are even more powerful than before. So, yeah, I think we actually got back our power that we lost when we got rid of the Infinite Bone, but got it in a different way. In a better way, I would even go as far. And that's not just copium talking, okay? Like, swap Arson is the way to build Arson, for sure. Mutant 2 is a very good, powerful inscription for this guy. And, let's free the halfling and hopefully get my dear friend, but I'm not counting on it. That's good, too. What is this one called? Moonlight Herb. Beautiful stuff. Alright, we still got more rooms to go before we get to the Joan fight. Maybe on the way out we can pick up Cursed Live Embers. And then go full Arson madness. Remember when I said I knew I wouldn't get the Cursed Live Embers on my Arson run when I finally do it? Not that that was a bold prediction or anything. That was like the most likely scenario. But we saw it so many times on runs before this. And it's just unfortunate that it's not showing up now. But expected. Like, it is what it is. Skul the Hero Slayer is a cruel game. And no slime, which is fine also. Also didn't expect to see the slime on the way out. We can replace the lunar ring now with something a little better if we see something better. So, we got options. 474 is okay for an Arson run too. And we'll end up at around like 399 if I'm... No, we'll end up above 500%. Once we get the extra stack on this. So it's time for Joan. Y'all know the drill. How do you think it's going to go? Is the question I ask myself and you guys. I think it's going to go very well. Like, I don't know if it's going to be giga damage or anything, but we do have the potential to absolutely obliterate her with all things timed correctly. So let's get in there and see how it goes. Bring the imps with us. Hi there, guys. Fellas, let's go in together and see how this goes. Alright. Shoot, my throat is not having a good time today. I still got more to do after this. So, yay me. Thursdays and Fridays are always so busy for me. It's insane. Because of Emerald Rogue. The things I do for the Emerald Rogue fans. Which, you know, sounds more contentious than I mean it to come across. I love playing Emerald Rogue. And it got a big update recently, so it's like even more fun to play it. Alright, so far so good. As you see, we did about half to the pedestal over there. Seems like we're doing about half every time we swap back and forth between the pedestals. Maybe could be doing a little bit more. Okay, there's one dead pedestal. The thing about the pedestals is they can't take damage from Arson. So that's a thing that they cannot, that's really bad about Joan Phase 1 if you're doing a status build. Is, you can't really deal status damage to the pedestals. But Joan Phase 2 is free open season, so... that did not hit her. Not that it matters. But I was kind of hoping that would be like a swag strategy I could do, you know? I was hoping to, like, obliterate her as she was teleporting away. Let's be a little careful here. Respectful. A little. We are close. We're not going to get it, I don't think. Oh, we did! The only reason we got that before she could ult, though, is because she got stuck in an animation. But, not that... I mean, I'll take the dubs where I can get them. Oh, God, I got excited when I saw the red. Oh, it's not Cursed Live Embers. Here's the ring, though. It's mutant. It's also skill cooldown, which is pretty good. But also, Archbishop Scriptures is here. That allows me to potentially get an insta-kill on the first hero, whereas otherwise I don't think we have a chance. Though I don't think we have a chance anyway. What's my wisdom? This and this. Both very good. But what would I get rid of for this? We have to look at that too. And the answer is nothing here. So honestly, I think I'll take the scriptures and maybe get rid of the bone of mana. Yeah, I think we're past ability spam. We don't need the bone of mana. Where we're going, it's useless. Not useless, but not as good as it could be. We also don't have an awful lot of money going into this next shop. I'm kind of living the copium dream here with the Cursed Live Embers. Like, maybe, you know, never say never. But, I will never say never, but say unlikely. That's a word you should say. Live within, you know, the realm of reality. Because the odds of this happening are low, man. But I'm holding on to a dream. Let's get in here and see. Please. Okay, there's the mage's necklace. We only get like one more. Actually, I think we're done. We're cooked. What's the food item? Manatech Baguette. That's actually a really funny name. Wow. Well, that's not good. We can't really use that. So let's see what's behind the door. Oh my god. Can I get it? Not feasibly. I'd have to get rid of like this, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, we're done. We're not getting it. It's right there. Not that it would be even that super good. It would be 60 extra damage percent, but not the 120 on my bomber, and it might not even be 120 on my frost skull here. So I think we're good here. This is my kit. It's a pretty good arson kit, minus the live embers, but all these other items are pretty good. Maybe not this one either, but we actually have relic now, which is funny. Not something I expected to have at the end of this run. Heal 1 HP? That's so good! Relic 2 is so good! If you couldn't tell, it's a little hint of sarcasm in there. Relic 2 is not worth it, generally. It's worth it with Heart of the Ascetic, but otherwise, pretty mediocre. Relic 4, on the other hand, is a very fun inscription. I do enjoy Relic 4 runs quite a bit. We're kind of overdue for one. Well, that was a bit of a waste of a Kaboom, but it doesn't matter because we can instantly swap back out. Because we have, we got Mutants 2 for a reason, right? Alright, we're going to have to do some waiting up here because I'm definitely not going into the first hero without my Archbishop Scriptures being up, so we'll do a little bit of stalling up here. So, hope you've enjoyed the run so far. I have very much enjoyed it. I've been waiting for a Kaboom Bomber run for a while. Every time I've seen Bomber at all, I've said out loud in the video, I hope it's Kaboom, because I want to do Kaboom Bomber. And we finally got it. And we're ready to go in. Do you like the stalling? That was pretty good. Pretty grade A stalling there, I have to say. So how's this going to go? I couldn't tell you. It's a toss-up. And honestly, the odds are very low of me stopping him before he ults. Which doesn't matter. I have to always point that out. It's swag. But I like the swag. We're all about the swag here on this channel. So let's hope we can do it. Gotta do my best. So let's get in there. And actually, I want to test something. Okay, so it's the swap in. Okay, I was testing for my windscreen. Alright, let's get in there and see what happens. I'm ready now. Let's go. Okay. Alright, we got our fellas here. They're having a good time. I will reserve my judgment on this run until we're done with this. I'm gonna try and catch him in the beam. We got him in the beam. Alright, now we're going in. Okay, well, we're not able to capitalize on that as well as I would have hoped that we would. Our abilities are way too long on our free skull. They take way too long to come back online. Wait! No shot! No shot! No shot! What the? Why is it this run of all the runs? Hello? What the heck? Why? This is not that. It's a good run. Don't get me wrong, but I've had runs that I've just been like so stoked on that I've been like, this is the craziest run I've ever been on. We're gonna get it for sure, and I miss it. But this run where I'm like, well, you know, it's a toss-up. I don't know. In fact, the odds are against us. That's when we pull off the swag strat. Honestly, it might be Archbishop Scriptures, but I don't know even. Maybe not. Maybe this run's just better than I'm giving it credit. It's a good run. It's a very good run. Very clearly, because we got the swag strat. We got both of them, actually. And we can even get the swag strat here. Not get grabbed by the first hero. Maybe killing him before he pulls off his Hyper Beam is the true swag strat. I don't know. If I can get the swag windscreen, oh my god, dude, please. First things first, we have to get our boys in the windscreen. No! No! Oh, wait, we got the boys at least. We got 2 of the boys. Actually, this one's pretty good. Okay, I like this. It's not what I wanted, but maybe it's better than what I had in mind, actually. Because, like, it looks like they're standing on a ground that's not there. Because they're both, like, on the same, like, X position. Damn, dude. Actually, I like this one. This one's scuffed in a way I wasn't expecting it, but this is great. GG's. All right, good stuff. Very good stuff. What an excellent run, dude. What a great run. Very much better than I expected it to be there at the end, dude. I think that was just the power of Kaboom, Bomber, and Mutant, and also the Archbishop Scriptures kicking in and doing a lot. Wow. So a few run requests kind of got a little bit put to the wayside here, but I hope, even if, like, I brought up a lot of names here, but I didn't get to do all of this run requests that I mentioned, but I hope you at least got something out of this, and it was at least fun to see the Bomber and the Frost Skull on at the same time, and all you Arson Frost Skull run requesters got what you wanted, and some, really. So I guess this was more of a Bomber featuring Frost Skull run, but still, it counts. It counts, okay? It definitely counts. Very good stuff, man. Raven's Monarch Feather is just like a very good item. I'm a big fan. Anytime I get to use big, powerful swap items like this that are flashy and cool, I'm always having a good time. Still looking for my physical run where it's like mutant based with a bunch of swap effects tied to it. I have a run request for that. Arson doing some good stuff, minus Cursed Live Embers. Cursed Live Embers would have sent this run into the stratosphere, but it doesn't matter. Flame Chest, Cursed Flame Chest, something like that. This item's very, very important on Arson runs because of the artifact it has, so we're very happy to have gotten that. I still don't know how to feel about Burning Scriptures. I think it's a pretty bad item. Feels unnecessary, but it probably contributed to the ease that my Bomber could spread his Arson. So I guess it probably was doing some stuff. Obviously, Inner Flame is incredible. And this item, I could have replaced it with much better items. But it was helping the Frost Skull spread Arson, so I guess that's fine. And we got this early enough to make it useful. Got 4 stacks on it by the end, so good stuff there. That's about as good as you can expect from this. Getting it in Act 1 is like the true dream, but like the extra 30% doesn't matter that much. It's like, if you can get this in Act 2 before the Leona Sisters, you've won. That's a win. And yeah, I think that's really all I have to say, and really all I should say, because my voice is in a lot of pain. So I should end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate you guys. And I hope you had fun, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.